So, thanks, Chris. That was a great video. So, there's this...
North 30382 has been deleted.
Sorry.
Cat North 031896 has been activated.
So there was this man called Miyamoto Musashi, and he was the most famous swordsman in Japan. He lived in the feudal, I guess in the 1700s. And he wrote a book, forgot what it's called, but he said one thing, make your warrior stance your everyday stance, and your everyday stance your warrior stance. So you don't have to be a warrior to understand that and apply that. So what he meant is that throughout the day we have a psychological stance all the time. And we also have a physical stance. And interestingly enough, they both coincide. They're both part of one. The body and the mind, the stance, it's expressed in posture, gesture, the body feeling, and a corresponding psychological or mind feeling state. So you notice whenever you're upset, you start to feel upset here. There's a corresponding body feeling to it. But because once the upsetting thought or emotion comes, we immediately get rid of it. We think our way out of it. We change our thoughts, or say, "Oh, how could I have thought that disturbing thing?" And we disown them and we cast them away. And so we switch to something else. We look for some pleasure, usually, always, not usually, always. So either the pleasure is a pleasurable thought, or anticipating of something good, or self-talk. Oh, that's not the case. The situation is not the way it is. It's really this more pleasurable thing. So we move away from that. We think our way out of that. So we don't even give ourselves time to live through that. And this is the way we all live. We don't even give ourselves time to examine what's going on. It could be anything. It could be a disturbing, let's say a sexual thought, all right? Oh, I look at somebody, I see somebody that has some sexual thought, and I know, well, that's not really the way I want to live my life. So instead of casting it away really quick and thinking something more spiritual or whatever, I say, okay, that's not the way I want to live, and let it pass and go. But let's say something more disturbing. I just feel uncomfortable in my body, restless. And I feel a craving for something, I want to do something, restless. The body expresses that, and your posture will express that. So you might feel tired or depressed, and you just notice your body slumped over. You're slouching, or you feel no muscle tone in your body, and you just want to relax. You want rest, and you want to rest your mind. You want to rest your body, but you can't. So you seek some diversion or distraction from that. So we're not even aware of the way we could get in touch with our feelings through the body. And adjusting the mental state through the posture and the stance of the body. Always, am I sitting with dignity? Is my back straight? Am I trying to get as comfortable as I can? What I've noticed, especially with driving, if I'm trying to get as comfortable as I can, it's not good. It's not good. I want to stay, my body muscle tone, sitting up straight, not resting my arms, using my energy to keep my body with dignity and correct posture, and then my mind, my mental stance as well will follow that. So how do I want to be? I have to choose how I want to be. I can choose to live with dignity and grace and express that through my physical body and through my psychology. And then when disturbing experiences come, frustrations, anger, I don't immediately cast them aside and look for something pleasurable to think about, or something to anticipate in the future. What good thing, what pleasurable thing, or go eat, or watch a movie, or whatever. So I've ceased to seek pleasure in all of those cases. And as a result, I'm in a state of contentment all the time, with occasional periods of bliss, where it's just like, it's so good to be alive. But every time you seek for pleasure in discomfort to avoid, because that's all, when we say happiness, all that is really is seeking for pleasure to avoid discomfort. everything you know about your happiness, whatever it is, your children, your career, your job, your work, your anything that you find, that your money, your bank account, your car, your objects, your house, whatever, your children, everything that you say is happiness is not. It's just you seeking for pleasure to avoid discomfort. And you're finding pleasure, you think you're finding pleasure, you're finding temporary pleasure in these objects and situations and circumstances. Once you stop, once you recognize that your happiness, your idea of happiness is really a false one, and it's just pleasure seeking, and you withdraw this searching for pleasure, this pleasure seeking in objects and situations and circumstances and people and thinking, then you find out what really happiness is. That's how it works. You do it through the body, your awareness of how my body is feeling right now. And adjust my breathing. When I'm angry, I start to breathe, my heartbeat goes up, my blood pressure goes up. All these are signals. So that's it.